I told him I missed home, though. I might have come from that place, but I am Namina.
I feel kinda similar in that way. I have found a family here, but at the same time. And this was one of the main things kinda hesitated for me to actually do the trials. But Tomosak actually put reassurance in that. It was not giving up my culture. Cherokee is one of the branches in one of the groups that their language and culture is virtually gone. There's a few of us holding on to it.
This is good. You should.
So that was one thing that I brought up, is I will learn and what's not with the family here, but I will not give up anything of my Cherokee either. It will be a good mix.
Huh.
A good balance, one might say.
It is good to see Tomosak having matured a bit.
I have heard that it has a little bit, but at the same time, he still is very airheaded, is the term that you can say. I gave him a list, and I should have been a bit more specific, but I said we were farming, so I gave him a list of things to get from the farmer's market, and I just assumed he would know I meant seeds, but he actually got me the crop. So I take partial blame on that.
That is funny. It sounds like him. These boots seem more brown than black, and now they clash with my shirt.
Sometimes it is hard to see what colors the clothes are in the clothing shop, so it is alright. I'm gonna double check just to make sure I spelled that guy's name right. Alright, well, I will check it again later.
Huh.
But yes, depending on what it is, I might have to make a trip. So...
What kind of horse do you have?
She is a Palomino gypsy cob.
I just got a Hungarian because they were cheap.
She is actually one of two horses that I have. The other one is a splashed white paint, and her name is Dream Chaser. This one's Hiowasi.
I think I want to get a foxtrotter.
They are good horses.
I've always been more favorable of the smaller horses.
See, Hiowasi is not tall. She is just a white girl.
It's chunky.
She is a chunky girl, but it is all muscle. Dream Chaser is more slender. She is better for quick maneuvers through dense places. Hiowasi is more for open land, straight ahead combat if needed.
What path did you choose after your trials?
I have decided to go with voice.
Duape. That is what I did before I left.
I just had the feeling that this is it's best suited as of right now for me to do.
I did some tuape and I did some atsabi as well. I kind of mixed in between the two as needed.
Right, now we... Asio.
Oh, well, it was just my eyes, ma'am. Sorry.
It is alright. I assume you're the one I was speaking with telegrams?
Yep, Mr. Matheson sent me here.
Well, let's, go on in. Five verbal. Cool. So, while we're waiting for that to finish, do tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, my name is Clem. And most of the time I live out in the swamp, just to the north of here.
So you're residents of this area, yes?
Yep. And well, when I'm not out hunting for deer and stuff for making money, on occasion I do pick flowers and.
I see.
And many a time I ride past this place, and I must say that it's just the most beautiful spot in the whole seem to me. So I told Mr. Matheson that I would like to work here.
That is wonderful news. We, Mr. Cambria Emery, hired on someone who didn't really show up and never was around. I travel, so I do travel sales. We need someone to run the shop. Of course, due to the last individual on, what is the word, kinda up and not doing their job, you won't get a key right away. So, if Amory or I are around, you can reach out to either of us to unlock the place for you. If I do decide to hire you on, so far, it seems like you really do want to work here, so that is good.
Yep.
The tea should be ready. Here.
Oh, yes.
I do apologize. What was your name again? I am terrible with names.
Clem.
Do you mind spelling your first and last name for me? That's why if I need to telegram.
Oh, all my telegrams go through my landlord, Mr. Matheson.
Sat. All right, I will keep him then.
It's Hodge Matheson, I believe, is the one who telegrammed you.
Yes. Then I have his name. So, what makes you want to work with flowers? And, well, we sell tea as well. But, what makes you want to work in the shop?
I just want to be part of this place.
I see.
It's like a little section of heaven away from the rest of Satan.
I do see it as that way as well. It almost makes you forget that you are in Saint Denis.
Yes. I mean, the amount of people coming back and forth from Van Horn and here and Rhodes, and the gunfights and the crime and all that just kind of fades away when you surround yourself with plants and flowers.
Ah, yes. That is definitely true.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate